Okay, so I'm gonna wait for some people to come in. My office looks a little messy, I can see, but that's okay. Let's wait. Let's wait for some people to come in. I think I have a lighter here. I don't have a lighter. Let's see. I don't have a lighter. So I see we have 3 people. Yeah, talk to me. Let's see how this live goes. 17 people. Hi, Honey Bear. I didn't think that anybody would come here. I just kind of just sat here seeing if anybody would come here. Hi, Desiree. Hi, Honey Bear. Thank you guys for joining me. That's really sweet. I didn't think that anybody would even come. Mika Throw, hi. Awakening Hermit, hi. Stephanie, hi. Emmanuel, hi. Anna, hi. Hi, Core. And Nicole, Enchanted Flame, Rix Mirage, Melania, Marissa, April, I know your name. I know Pamela, Ines, Sona, Sunshine, Dempsey, Margot, Cecilia. Thank you guys. Oh my goodness. This is so nice. Okay. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing here today. If you guys can see my office, this is where I film. You guys see? That's where I film. But this is where I read my cards. So I thought I would just kind of go live and talk to you guys today. Highly Spiritual, Jay Morgan, Glossy Heart, Stephanie, Evelyn, Berhanu, Tatiana, 76, Susan. Thank you guys so much. So I thought, like, what do you guys want to see today in this live? I haven't been live for so long. I thought it would be really fun. So Javier, Miriam, Glossy Heart. Oh wow! Thank you guys for joining me. So, what do you guys want to know? Q&A. Do you guys want me to do something else? What do you guys want? I just want to do what you guys want. Hi, gorgeous. Why is it so hard to get stuff to the USA? Yes, shipping, like international shipping for us right now in the business, it's kind of tough right now, like customs and international shipping and stuff like that. It's a little tough. Sage Sister says hi. Candle Magic. Candle Magic. Enchanted Flame wants to know about Candle Magic. So, Candle Magic, if you look up, let me tell you the easiest. Oh, this ear started itching. Ooh, this ear started itching so bad. Oh my goodness. So, Candle Magic, let me tell you guys a little bit of a hack about Candle Magic that I do. So, if you go into Google and you like look up the 7 chakras, you look up the 7 colors of the chakras, get one candle of each of those colors of the chakras. Or, oh my, what is this? This is my right, this is my left. My feminine ear is itching. My feminine ear itching. So whoever asked this, it just seems like you need to tap into a softer place within yourself. You need to tap into like a more nurturing place. When you listen to people, actually listen to them. Don't get like if they say something, don't take it so personal that you react. Oh, my ear's itching so bad. Oh, somebody here has like either ear infection or something where they have they're struggling they're struggling with listening. So listen, because here's the thing. I always tell my clients, if you guys are my reading clients, if you guys book a reading with me or get work done from me, I always tell you guys, my ears itching so bad. Oh my god. I always tell you guys that whether you're whatever gender you are, I'm not gonna look at the comments just yet. It's so distracting. Let me get this one done. Whatever gender you are, you have a masculine energy and you have a feminine energy. So that means that, like, you know, sometimes for me, let me give you an example of me. So me, I'm very masculine in my energy, where I'm a go-getter. I'm like, I need to do this by this date. This needs to be done. I'm very bossy. I'm very Saturn energy. If you know what Saturn energy, very disciplined, very structured. Did you do this? Is this done? Like, I'm very Saturn. And so for me, it would be that. But we all need to kind of know how these energies affect us. I think I might have even forgotten what I was talking about, because this is so distracting. Hold on. Any rituals for Lionsgate portal to do at home? For me, if you guys resonate, I would work with Durga energy. I don't have her card out. Actually, I have the deck here, but I would work with Durga energy, and she's the one that sits on top of the lion, and she is one that kind of domesticates her shadow and tames her beast. So if I can find her card right here, I'll show you guys. But it's something that kind of, she's a feminine figure, very nurturing, very protective, motherly, and all of that stuff. And what happened is she kind of needed to create something that was a little bit more aggressive than her nature. She needed to create something that was a little bit more stronger than her nature, a little bit more warrior than her nature, and she's already a warrior. So she kind of needed to create something else. So Kali was born from her third eye, and so that's interesting that this, I felt like pulling her card right here, but this is what her card looks like right here. And if you guys saw my shorts this morning, I really want you guys to see my shorts, because I feel like it has a lot to do with this card. If you look at this card, she has many arms, and like she's made of a structure of cement, and or like root or earth, like something of earth or clay, right? So if you guys look at my shorts this morning, you guys will see the message. What I'm getting from this is sometimes these statues that we pray to, statues, right? To symbolize, is that a word? To symbolize the deities we work with, the people that we work with, the energies that we work with. So when we work with these statues and clay figures and like portraits and paintings and things like that, I feel like it's very important for us to realize in this Aquarius moon that we're about to have on the 11th, they're asking us, with all the knowledge of all the deities and all the ancestors, and with all the knowledge you have of everything you know, how can you liberate yourself from the knowledge that you already know? How can you do that? It's such a message. And then another message is that if you watch the shorts, I want a lot of you guys to know this and see this. I feel like this is a double message. The message came up twice. So if one of her clay arms or like cement arms like broke off, or if somebody broke it off, or like it just kind of naturally just broke off, go watch my shorts, you guys. This, I feel like it's so intertwining. But I'm not paying attention to the comments yet, so I'm not reading any comments yet, because I just want to get my message through really quickly. But what I'm saying is what I said in the shorts this morning, you guys, which is sometimes some people can cut off a few of your roots. A few of your roots can rot. A few of your roots can break. A few of your roots can get weak, or they might not grow properly, whatever the case. But look at the other roots that you have. All the other roots that you have. You will still grow. You will still thrive. You will still. It's just sometimes like one root breaks and we're like, oh my God, my entire stability, my entire foundation is off. But it's not. It's not. We just get really we might be like very attached to that root, or we might be very like that root might give us so much of our comfort or our stability or something like that. But sometimes these roots, if they're not making you happy, and if you've been complaining about it for a while, or if you've been kind of like saying like, I have a lot of money but I'm not happy, or maybe like I'm really happy but I just want more money, like whatever the case may be for you, it just seems like you were about this card is telling me you are on the verge of giving up, but you don't need to. You do not need to give up. Okay. Let's see what you need to do. So let's pull a card. Let's look at the comments a little bit too. Sunshine Shay, Darlene, Tanya, Ness, Darlene, Preeti, Jen, Brenda. Thank you guys so much for joining. I haven't read the messages yet. Let's see. Hi. What crystals are best to put under pillows to strengthen my spiritual side? One crystal that I always put underneath my pillow or next to my pillow is labradorite. Here's the thing though. I always say this in like all my videos of crystals and everything. Crystals are different for every single person. So like according to me, I'm a very different type of a person than like say my next door neighbor, right? I'm a very different type of person than that person. So my needs and weaknesses and strengths and all that stuff are going to be very different from that person. So you got to know which crystals and which stuff to use. For me, labradorite, I would say is a good crystal to use for anybody, anyone. Labradorite is like my go-to, my recommendation. And then we have, will I be able to find and move into my new home? Hugs, Jan. What I would want you to do, Jan, is to write an entire letter to the universe or your guides or an ancestor or spiritual person, and I want you to write everything in detail. What is your house going to look like? What are you going to wear on the day you move in? How are you going to move in? Are you going to rent a U-Haul? Are you going to have family members help you? How you like detail, everything. Write it all down. Burn a bay leaf. On the bay leaf, you write, I am so happy I got this. I'm so happy you gave me this. Or thank you. And then you're going to burn it, and the ash of it, you're going to rub on your petition of your house, or like the address of the new house that you're trying to manifest, or the documents, like if it's a loan trying to go through or something like that. Okay? Now, the card that came up here for a lot of you guys is movement. So, I'm going to be a little bit blunt and honest with a lot of you guys. Are a lot of you guys getting a little lazy here? There's a message to get moving. Sometimes, and it's not that you get lazy. It's sometimes, sorry, I just burped. But you guys are my family, right? That's fine. But I also feel like whenever I'm doing like readings and stuff, if I burp or something, it's throat chakra energy. I'm not reading the comments just yet, but I do feel like there's a lot of you, there's an energy of like people need to get moving in some form or another, even if it's just creating a vision board, even if it's just getting a piece of paper out and writing down all your goals for the next month. I don't care if you think you're going to achieve it or not. I don't care. Write it down. I want you to write it down because I want you guys to put it out into the universe to create the movement. I don't care if you think you're going to manifest or not. I just want you to write it and test it, okay? Now, putting that card down, let's see. Let's get into the comment section a little bit. We have here Partvi Raval. Hello, Sito. My Labradorite bracelet broke a few minutes back. What does this mean spiritually? So if I ever had a Labradorite bracelet or jewelry, and I have Labradorite all over my house, you guys know, if you guys have been following me for a long time, it's my favorite crystal. I love this crystal to death, and I wear it all the time. I have it under my pillow, near my bedside, on my documents. I love this crystal. And sorry, I saw a message, and I'm gonna actually this is message might be for you, Partvi, but what does it mean spiritually when a crystal breaks? I would not fix it. Don't fix it. It took something. It absorbed so much of something that it broke. Don't fix crystal bracelets. And this is a hard one because I know some people spend money on crystal bracelets and gemstones and stuff like that. But if one cracks or breaks, throw it away. Throw it in the garbage. That's what I would do. This is my personal thing. Everybody to each their own. But you guys are asking me, so I'm telling you this is what I would do. Throw it away. It absorbed something, and it absorbed it to the extent that it cracked or broke. So I've had a few pieces break that I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to let go of these pieces. They're so pretty and so cute. But there's a reason. Crystals and gemstones have a different purpose. And so there's a reason that they break. But the message for you here too, what was your name? Partvi. Clean your space. You see that? Clean your space. Just clean your windows, dust, stuff like that, and just watch how your roads kind of open up a little bit more. Okay. The next thing we have, you could be attracted to another crystal. Okay. And then let's see what else. I'm ready for my new house. Thank you, universe. That's how I want you guys to talk. Yes. Hi. What candle do I use to bring more money? Thanks, from Jake. Green candles. And you can put cinnamon in there. You can put grapeseed oil is a good one. Almond oil is a good one because grapes and almonds, they come in abundance, right? So you want to use these oil, even coconuts too. They come in abundance. You want to use these oils, and then you want to use fenugreek. In my experience with my clients, and what I can tell you of what's worked for me and what I know is fenugreek. Fenugreek and cinnamon, catnip, nutmeg, these kinds of herbs, they really bring a lot of money. A lot of money. Like these are herbs that I feel like the universe hears you when you use these herbs. So secret tip, okay? Let's see what else. How do I get rid of seizures? This is a really good question because spiritually, this is from Javier. Spiritually, I would say, because I feel like there's been a lot of things that I've been struggling with, mental health wise too. And so I would feel like the way that I've been trying to get back in touch with my mental health and making sure I'm okay up here, spiritually, what I see is that your crown chakra and your third eye chakra and your expression might be off. These three chakras are your upper chakras, and they might be a little bit clogged or off. So what I would say spiritually, work with butterfly pea flowers. I would say work with Shiva. I would say work with Vishnu. I would say work with herbs for the third eye and the crown. So blue lotus, stuff like spiritually, I would tell you to use these herbs in a candle, or I would say use these herbs in tea. Of course, check with your doctor if you can take these herbs too, of course, always. But honestly, I've been going through a lot of health issues here and there too. And did you see the fly? Did you see that fly? That's evil eye. So sometimes it could just be evil eye. I know my health issues might be a little bit evil eye because I see the fly, but I'm taking care of it. I will be on top of it. Like nobody's gonna touch my health. And so you have to be like that. You have to also like make yourself strong enough that your health, like you and your body, you deserve to have good health. You deserve to be beautiful, to feel happy, to feel, everything that you deserve to feel. That's a huge ingredient in any spell to get your way. Let me tell you. Okay. Let's see what else comes up. Rituals to get rid of, repel negativity from high core. So there's a lot. Actually, as soon as you said that, my eye came on my Palo Santo. So Palo Santo is something you can burn. You can actually, if you want to cleanse the energy of your home, write your address of your house and burn this entire thing. If you want to cleanse, like, if you want to cleanse a relationship between two people that are struggling, write both of their names and burn it. Both of their names and birth date and burn it. Oh my God, you guys are making me burp. Whose energy am I picking up on right now? Somebody is not good at speaking up. Somebody is not good at talking and saying everything that's on their mind right now. And sometimes let me say this. Sometimes it doesn't take a spell to get your way. It takes you just speaking up to get your way. So I just did want to say that for whoever needed to hear that. But this is really good also if you're struggling with your finances, your bank account. There's a spider right here, right above my face. It's I don't like spiders. I do not like spiders, and it's like right in front of my face. And to me, I think spiders represent it's really funny. I don't like spiders. I can't stand spiders. But they represent to me hard work and like building your web and finding your way, and anything wherever you need to build your home, you will build it. You will find a way. And like I don't know, spiders are disgusting to me. Disgusting. But at the same time, the way that I respect them and the symbolism I find from them, interesting, very interesting. But this, I don't know what I was saying about it. Like anytime you need to cleanse anything, like you and your business, you and your house, or you need to cleanse the energy of your house. You need to cleanse like something about your car that's not going through. Like write your license plate, your name on top of it, burn it. Burn it all the way down. Like use Palo Santo. Palo Santo is such a sacred road opener, such a beautiful herb. You can use it for so many things. And especially to open roads in relationships, jobs, careers, home loans, bank loans, lots of stuff. So yeah, hopefully that helped a lot of you guys. Let's see what else you guys have. GC says, what can I do to open up the money and prosperity channel? So, okay. I'm wearing a dress right now. It's a really super short dress, you guys. So I'm just gonna get up real quick to grab some water. Hopefully you guys don't see nothing. Let's see. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Here we go. Sorry about that. Doing lives like this, especially this time, like I've already filmed a few videos. Like you guys can see, I'm so greasy. My makeup's like melting off. It's about that time that I deserve a nice little drink, right? But yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. Let's kind of get into some other questions. I'm sorry if I like missed your question. I'm like all over the place right now. Shaquella said, hey, Queen. Hey, Infinite Mist. Hi, Smiling Moon. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for your information. I appreciate your video. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are very, very sweet. You guys make me feel really, really nice that I always want to provide you value. with my words, with my knowledge, with everything. Like every time I come on the screen, I want to provide you some sort of value, something, right? You walk away with something. You can do something to fix your life. You can use an herb to fix your life, something. I always want to provide something where you can fix your life. An herb, something, right? Um, how often should you sage you hour, and what is the best day to do it? Stephanie, how often should you sage? Um, anytime you need. Anytime, any day, any night, anytime you need. Just make sure that anytime you burn the sage that you have a window or a door open. Because when you burn the sage, the air and the smoke that releases from the sage, it's going to cleanse everything. So you want to make sure that there's a door or something open so that all that negative energy, the negative stuff that is being cleansed, has a way to release and get away. Always have a window or a door open when you sage or cleanse. Even with incense, incense is also very cleansing. So even if you're burning incense, pop a window a little bit open because you want the negative energy to go. And the good energy to stay. Okay? So let's see what else. What can help with attracting more opportunities and new jobs? Sunshine Shay. So, a new job. Okay, so a new job, here's what I would recommend. A nice little spell for you. You're going to, on a brown piece of paper, you're going to write what your job requirement is. And this is for everybody that even wants to get a raise or be more recognized or be like gain more attention in their job. You're going to get a brown paper bag. You're going to rip it because you don't want sharp edges, and you want to rip it because when you rip it, it's your hands, your energy, the heat from your hands that's ripping this, and it's an ingredient. Okay? So after you rip it, you're going to write your full name, the position, the job, whatever it is you want. You're going to stuff it with oils. The ingredients of what I would recommend is like success oil, love oil, money oil, bend over oil. There's a lot of oils you can get on my shop too. There's Durga oil, there's Kali oil, there's Shiva oil, there's Hanuman oil. These deities all help you to get what you want, but it's up to who you resonate with and stuff like that, right? So what you're going to do is put the oil, whatever herbs you need. The herbs I would recommend to you guys is catnip, cinnamon, honey, little teeny bit of it. Okay, this is for work and to attract money, financial abundance, and all that stuff. So you're going to roll that paper towards you. You're going to roll it towards you, and then you're going to roll it really thin so that somehow you can shove it up the cinnamon or shove it inside the cinnamon. I wish I had the cinnamon stick, but like you're going to shove it in there. And then you're going to work that. You're going to put it on your altar. You're going to sleep with it near your mattress, your pillow, your bedside. If you do sleep with it near your mattress and your bedside and stuff like that, then it's going to give you dreams, maybe more ideas, or maybe like what you need to do, or who knows what kind of dreams it's going to give you. Another thing you can do is keep it near your purse or your wallet. You can keep it on your altar. Like, this is not cinnamon, but you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be a cinnamon. But yeah, that's going to be like for work purposes, like to get raises and increase in finances in your work and get your way at work. I mean, the more different kinds of herbs that you add to it, you can get more of your way. So that, I think, head over to Patreon. If you guys are my Patreon members, I share more of that there. But let's see what else. You are so pretty. Huge fan. I love your spirituality. Thank you, April. That's so sweet. You made me blush. If I can blush. Vision boards work amazingly. Peace, love, light. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Here's the thing, you guys. So ever since I moved out here, I have not really created a vision board for myself. But I do 100% believe that when I created my vision board in my old house to move into this house, it was a vision board that attracted all of these things. And so I need to do that again. I need to get back into vision boards. And you guys have been reminding me, and a lot of you guys have been pushing me. So I do really 100% believe vision boards work. It's just that sometimes, you get busy with work and life and relationships and pets and kids and food and cooking and cleaning, whatever the hell else, right? That you forget to do all these things for yourself. But it's very important because these things work. They work. They really, really work. Um, Risk Mirage says, made me in a distant relationship with beloved partner. It's lasting for a year or less. Can you do a quick reading for me if it's possible, please? Well, I offer personal readings, and you can email me. The link should be in the description box below, and we can get more in detail with that. But I cannot do that right now. Like a quick reading for something like that, it's just too generic for like for an intention or like a question like that. I would not just read it within 5 minutes. That's just not how I personally work. So description box, if you want to email me, and we can go from there. I can give you a reading because I can feel the energy. It's pretty strong energy, but I just can't do a reading just in 5 minutes of something like that. Let's see what else. Renuka Singh says, for improving relationship with husband. So the one and the best thing I would recommend if you're in a relationship is basil. Keep basil inside the house, grow basil outside the house, cook with basil, sprinkle basil in the house, sprinkle it in your candles. Basil, basil, basil. Basil helps to calm the environment, bring harmony, peace, abundance, reconciliation, just bring everything together and just have everything in harmony. Basil is very, very good. So I would recommend basil for you. And then, oh my God, you guys, my hair looks so oily. It makes me feel a little insecure. Look at this. Look at this. I'm really talking to you guys as if I'm talking to myself in the mirror right now. Let's see what else comes up. Reem Al Hadud. Beautiful name. Love it. What if you didn't pass the interview and you want them to change their mind fast? This is funny. So I actually had a reading. Hopefully she doesn't mind. I'm going to give a little bit of her story out, but she had a lot of issues with like her school and instructors and like her tests and her tuition, all that stuff. So here in this case, I would say first thing I would recommend is to burn bay leaves. And in the bay leaf, you're going to write the name of the person who is in charge of all of this, and you're gonna write your name on top of it. Then you're gonna rub some success oil, love oil, bend over domination oil, like an oil like that. If you don't have any oil, you can just rub coconut oil. Coconut is very good for head domination. Grapeseed is good for abundance. So one of these oils, and then you're gonna burn it, and then you're gonna take the ash, and if you have a photo of, like, I don't really like to save this information on YouTube. I give more of this information on my Patreon or my OF. But if you have a photo of the person, you rub the ash all over their face. You just keep it on your altar, and you let it do its magic. So if you guys want more stuff like that, I don't feel comfortable too much sharing it. For some reason, I felt like giving you that kind of information right there. But yeah, you do something like that. Let's go into the next question, which is, any suggestions for raising my energy? I am always so tired. Very interesting. So I have also been extremely tired lately, and my partner also this morning was complaining about how like he's been just really tired. Sometimes like the full moon is coming up too. Sometimes like the moon phases and planetary arrangements make you feel certain type of ways. So just realize that, kind of research it. But I know that's a lot. Like I'm gonna tell you to go research your moon phase if you're tired. That's a lot, right? What I also understand is to understand your body. So, are you feeling tired because you might need a glass of water? You know, for me, sometimes I crave hot water. Sometimes I crave iced water. Sometimes I crave water with lemon in it. What, like, get fun with your nutrients and the things that you're putting into your body. Like, do you need more carbs? Do you need more greens? Do you need more fruits? Do you need more sugar? What is it in your body that you need more of? Um, Lately for me, and I might be talking about this on my channel soon, I've been struggling with sugar. Like, it's run in my family's diabetes in my family and things like that. So hopefully I don't have it, but I do feel like I'm like borderline because of symptoms and stuff. So make sure. And one thing I've learned, and one thing maybe in my learning of my own body, I can, maybe it's a message for you. Maybe that's why you're here. You have to know, like, sometimes our body tells us things, but we don't understand it. Like, sometimes my body will be like, listen, I'm really, really thirsty. But for me, my heart starts beating really fast, and you don't understand. You don't understand that. Like, my heart's beating fast. That means I need water. So I had to learn little things like that. I had to learn little things about my body. And so I feel like we need to learn a little bit more about our body. And it's one of the biggest spells we can cast is taking care of our body, because when your body is in sync, healthy, good, glowing, what happens? The universe just opens up. There's no resistance, and there's no disease. There's no trauma. There's no, block. There's no defense mechanism that you're holding. So it's very important to take care of your body. Hopefully all of this is helping you guys. Let me see what else comes up for you. Or let me see what other question I can ask. Joanne Hernandez. Hi, Cito. I'm new. Do I need to remove any negative blocks before performing a spell for a specific job I'm trying to get? Great job you're doing. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so yes, before you do anything to attract anything, you want to cleanse the energy first, because if you don't, then it might just create a barrier and a block. And then, you don't want that. It's kind of like you have the flu, right? You have the flu, and then you were sleeping on the bed, the couch, the guest bed, and you were just like everywhere, right? But you had the flu, and your germs is everywhere. Now, when you're over the flu, just so that you don't get the flu again and that you don't infect other people in your household, you're going to have to go clean those sheets and those sheets and this and this and this, clean up all your tissues. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, that's kind of how I would describe it. That's what I feel like. Before you try to manifest anything, make sure that everything else is clean, like your room, your bedroom, your wallet, your purse, your you're trying to attract love, right? Is your closet clean? Is your bed sheets clean and nice, and your pillows look nice? Like, what are you trying to attract? You need to kind of and for it's a specific job. So here's another trick. If you're trying to attract a job, change out all your sheets and your pillows to green or orange, and sleep on it. That's a really, really good trick. But not a lot of people, like, are comfortable with sleeping on green. Not a lot of people are comfortable with sleeping on orange. But if you can, it's really, really, success and money is really, really good. But okay, so we're at 39 minutes in. I think I'm going to stay here for a little bit more, and then we'll head out. But let's see. Hi, Pamela. What are you doing this full moon? So this full moon, I'm actually really, really taking care of my health. I have a few appointments for my health, like some health checkups. And I think it's really interesting that I fell on the day of the full moon because I've kind of been like procrastinating on it and neglecting it and stuff. And I'm kind of excited to go get checked out, see like what's going on in my body. Um, so that's kind of what I'm going to be up to. I might be doing rituals. Of course, I do rituals all the time. Some kind of ritual or a prayer or something I will do, of course. Um, what else? Jen S says, my son interferes with the things I do or try in a motel, so there's no personal space, and he complains about the smells of sage and everything. Oh, that's interesting because I had a friend whose husband did not like the smell of sage. Um, and she always wanted to burn it to cleanse her home. So this is an interesting one. There's ways to get around it. Like if you don't want to burn the sage, you can have like little pieces of the sage. You can write their name on it and then burn just a leaf. You can boil sage and then spray it like as a room spray. There's other ways of getting around it. You can keep uh, 4 sage leaves dried because you don't want them to go rancid. Dried in each 4 corner of your bed for love, for fertility, for all that stuff. And for this, it's throat chakra. Either you're not speaking up to him about what you truly want. You're expressing yourself. You're not kind of are you not like telling him like no, I don't care. You're my son and this is how it's going to be. Something like that, like something like you're not saying. And if that's the case, peppermint tea. Get that throat chakra clog out. Get it out. Peppermint tea. What else? Stephanie says, thank you, Cecil. It was a pleasure seeing you live. Thank you for joining me. It was really nice having you. Thank you. Mandy says, I know you're not asking me LOL, but if you grow any herbs, you can dry them and then burn them. Just make sure they're not toxic or toxic if burned or room sprays. I feel like, thank you for that. But I feel like for me, sometimes if my spirit calls me to dry an herb or use dried herbs, I'll use that. Or sometimes if I just have fresh herbs in my garden, I'll just use that. So it just kind of like for me, because I have so many fresh herbs in my garden, I use a lot of fresh herbs, but then I use it up so quickly. Like fresh herbs, you have to use up very, very quickly if you make something out of it because it can go rancid and you're gonna have to keep it in the fridge and stuff like that. So yeah, you're right. You're right. Reem Al Hadoud says, I don't have orange or green sheets, but I'm keeping orange and green colors around the ink, around through ink objects. Yeah, green and orange stuff. Just kind of keep it around your wallet, keep it around your bed, keep it around your money, keep it around your altar. Green and orange. Very good colors to open the roads, success, money, opportunities. Imagine like coins just falling down on you. Green and orange colors. Do that. African Empire. Hi, Cecil. I have done a few spells for my relationship with my boyfriend, but it seems like he's becoming more stubborn. Any suggestions, please? Oh my goodness. I have a lot of strong opinions about doing love spells. Lots of strong opinions. I have a few spells for a relationship with my boyfriend, but it seems like he's becoming more stubborn. I don't know. I don't like to give love advice. I don't like to give love spells because it's such an intricate, complicated situation for every single story, every love story, right? Everyone. Um, I would have to know more about you. I would have to know more about him. And so we can like kind of go from there and stuff. But what I would say is don't chase him. Don't chase it. Don't do that. Let's go into the next question, because it's so much to go into when it comes to love work. I don't even know where to start. I mean, it's easier to hone down when I have a personal reading or something where I can be like, okay, let's go this way, this direction, this herb, this. But what I the most generic thing that off the top of my head, my own intuition I could say is don't chase him. Mandy Moonlight says, "Thank you, Cito. Your advice very much appreciated. Thank you for being here." Tribe of Lion says, "Is burning dandelions good to clean the negative energy as well?" Dandelions are very good, especially to bring in more feminine energy into the home. Um, so like if you want to bring more nurturing energy, more caring energy, more like if there's lots of fighting in the house, if there's like lots of people that are not getting along, um, burn dandelion. And if there's like lots of females in your house, lots of females in the house, burn dandelion. What else? How could you protect yourself from black magic? Sunshine Shay. This is such a good question because there is many, many, many ways. If you feel like there's somebody that put something on you, there's many ways to get rid of it. I would suggest get a reading done with me because then I can tap into what it is and how we can do that. Because I can't just off the top of my head be like, oh, this was done to you, this happened to you, so let's cleanse it like this. I have to know you and read you and talk, and so I can be like, oh, that happened. Let me tell you how to get rid of it. So that's kind of how I work. But off the top of my head, sage, incense, Palo Santo, burn it with your name on it, with your name and your birth date on it. If you want to, pluck a little one hair, and wrap it around. Burn it. Get rid of it. That's a very good way to get rid of hexes and spells and curses and evil eye and stuff like that. Very, very good. If you have I don't actually have one right now with me. If you have a sage bundle, same thing. Wrap your hair around it, burn it. Let's see what else. Reem al Hadud. Sometimes you block yourself when you do too much work on a person. Sometimes it's all about timing, soothe the energy, then rework, adjust what you did. Okay. So I don't like to get into detail too much on here on YouTube about how I work and perform my craft, but you're right. Sometimes you do block yourself. You do. Sometimes you have trauma that blocks you, a belief that blocks you, an event that blocks you, something like somebody says something, your mood is off, blocks you. Yes, it happens. And then you do. Yes, Reem al Hadud. You do have to readjust yourself and then do what you did right. So hopefully that answered your question, but I completely 100% agree with you because that happens to me still to this day. When you do magic spells, when you do magic and spells and rituals, sometimes you approach it mad or angry or upset. That's okay. Put your energy into something like an herb or something in that moment and then step away from it and then come back to it. That's kind of what I do. So you're right. I totally agree with you. Shirley said, "Hi, Cecil. How can I get someone to stop talking about me or being mean to me?" See, these are the things you guys ask me about that I'm like, I don't know if I want to share this on YouTube. But I know there's so many other people on YouTube that share these kinds of spells and these kinds of workings. But if you really want to shut somebody up, like their tongue, see, my crown is itching. You guys are making me itch. I would say get a tongue of something, like a cow tongue, pig tongue, some like a tongue. You can get it at the grocery store or something like that. And you write their name on the tongue and you bind it with red string about 9 times. And there's more work that goes into it, but let me just give you the basics. You're going to bind it 9 times, and then you're going to put a red candle on it. You're going to lick the red candle. You're going to lick it, and you're going to command it. Like, you're going to shut the fuck up. You're going to stop talking about me. You're going to blah, 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 this, and this, whatever, right? You want them to stop talking about you, stop gossiping about you. And then you're going to stick it on the tongue, and you're going to light it and burn it. Do not leave it unattended because there are herbs and all that stuff around. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to throw it away. That's what I would do. Different practitioners do different things, but I would just throw it away. Because everything that they were saying, everything that they were putting towards you with their mouth, whatever, we capsulized it, bound it, and tied it up, and now we're just gonna throw it in the garbage. So that's kind of how I would work with that. So the next thing, I hope you guys are not gonna like unsubscribe from me. The next question here is Raven Midnight. Is there a tea for clearing clogged up thoughts? Yes, such a good question. If so, may I know the name so I can buy it so my thoughts can be clear when I do my spells? I love this question because I love tea. I love tea. The tea that I've been really, really into right now is butterfly pea flower. It cleanses all your chakras. It helps you relax. It makes you into like this really mild, like euphoric, meditative state. It's such a good tea. You see that? You see that? As soon as I'm talking about butterfly pea flower, because butterfly pea flower is also the herb of the throat chakra. So it helps you speak. It helps you get things out that are blocked there. So butterfly pea, I would recommend. I would also recommend Tulsi. Tulsi is very good to get your mind, body, and soul and emotional, everything good and right and aligned. I would say there's so many. I would say sage tea is so good. Rosemary tea, mint tea. Oh my goodness. Try mint tea. You could mix these together. You can mix and match. Clove tea, ginger tea. These are really, really good. Really good for cleansing energy, like from within you. Really good. And it also like kind of starts to vibrate outside of your pores into your aura. So very good tea. That was such a good question. Now, let's see what else. Reem Al Hadud. I've seen dark work only from one practitioner on YouTube. I think I don't know. I practice certain things. I don't want to say like what kind of work I practice certain things, but I will never show it on YouTube because it's very sacred and private and just very intimate, you know. So a lot of practitioners probably do practice so many things, but a lot of practitioners will not show it on camera because it is so sacred and so intimate and just it's very special. And like, you know, you study and you practice and you craft your skill on this thing, and like it's not, these things are not something that you really show online. Like it's not. I feel like in my case, I will not. Because to me it's just very private, very intimate. Even if I'm working for one of you guys, like doing something for one of you guys, I won't show it. It There's a thing called evil eye. And so if you're doing work and somebody else's eye catches it, that's not supposed to be there, or it's evil eye, or they're jealous, or they're greedy, or whatever the case is, they're not in the right mindset. You don't want that eye on your work, whether the work is for yourself or whether the work is for a client. You don't do that. Every single thing is an ingredient. The weather is an ingredient. Everything is an ingredient at that moment when you're doing a spell, whether for yourself or for your client. And every other eye on it is an ingredient too. That's what I believe. And that's what I practice, and that's how I work. How do I connect with crystals? Such a good question. You guys have really, really good questions. Good question, Sherry. So, how I connect with crystals? If I come across a crystal that I really, really love and I'm really connected with, I will sage it, cleanse it, wash it, sage it, wash it, cleanse it with salt water. And then I will put it underneath my pillow for one night and see what dreams come up. And then I'll write it in my journal the next day. And that's how I connect with different crystals, because then I can see what they're saying to me. Crystals will speak to every energy differently. Every single human being has a different energy. So every crystal will speak to every one of us so differently. We have to learn it, you know? So that's how I would. I sleep under it. I sleep with it underneath my pillow. How do I know if someone is doing black magic on me, Vanessa? Ooh, that's a good question. So, I actually am drafting a whole entire video about this. And it's about how you know that you're being worked on, how you know that like somebody is doing something on you, or somebody's talking about you, or somebody's greedy on you, or has evil eye on you, nazar, all that stuff. So I have a few things. I'm not going to release all of them because I do have a video coming up, but how do you know if somebody's doing black magic on you? There's a few ways. The first way is flies. If you see lots of flies and bugs, like nasty bugs around your house, inside your house, an infestation of maggots, bugs, roaches, flies, spiders, then it's evil eye or somebody like sending some negative energy towards you. Another thing is lots of fighting and arguments inside the house. Quarrels, fighting, misagreements, disagreements, argument inside the house, just like constant fighting, constant stuff like that. That's another thing that can symbolize negative energy or evil eye inside your house. Another thing is it's so hot over here, you guys. You guys see that? I'm like super shiny. Another thing is stinky smell, like a stinky garbage smell, like a nasty, nasty smell. That's another sign that somebody might be doing something or pushing something towards you guys. Other things is dead bugs, dead flies, dead spiders, dead roaches all over your house. Other things is like dead mice or like a dead raccoon, like something like that dead inside, something that's like that's dead inside your house. Those are signs and symbols of something bad, or not something bad, but like something like somebody's just sending negative energy to you. As soon as you guys start to see things like this, burn some sage, burn some Palo Santo. My throat just started acting up. So another thing I want to say, speak up. Speak up. When you start feeling these things, seeing these things, and you know where it's coming from, or like you know that something's off, speak up. Sometimes things become off because we don't speak up about how we feel. And so we let it build. We don't want to do that. Now, when I was doing this, 2 cards knocked out of my hands, and I'm just going to pull them out for you guys, okay? Flow like water. And then we have movement. So, what this is telling me is there's an energy, there's a message for all of you guys that are in this live, or if you are watching this afterwards, this is a message for you too. This is timeless. And it's for a lot of you who are being asked to create movement, do something different, do something. But also flow in it. So I always like to give an example of my own life through any reading, especially on Patreon and especially through the pick of cards. You guys know that, right? So an example of me is I want to get out of my house. I want to travel more. Like this is why I created the life that I did for myself, because I want to travel. I want to experience life like everywhere in the world. I want to see places. I want to experience food and people and cultures. And it's my passion. I love it. It's my dream. And so for me, I've been feeling like I've kind of been stuck. COVID hit, and then it's just a lot of things happen, and you kind of just, your life takes a different path. And so for me, with these two cards, what it's telling me is um, create the movement, but don't be so stuck in it. Don't be so strict in it. Don't be so anal about it that you don't just allow yourself to flow and enjoy the journey. So these are kind of what messages I have for you guys. Maybe it resonates with you guys too. I've been on here for 1 hour. I might, if you guys like this, leave a comment in the description and let me know if you guys want more lives and what questions you guys have more. This was fun. And I feel like you guys have so many interesting questions. You guys have so many good questions. So many good questions. I could sit here for hours, but I have to go make dinner. So let me know in the comment section down below, what are you guys cooking for dinner tonight? Let me tell you what I'm cooking. What am I cooking? What am I cooking? Ooh, okay. So if you guys are not meat eaters, then just get out of the video right now. But you know the rotisserie chicken from Costco? So what I like to do is I have my boyfriend cut it up into like little pieces, and then I throw it in my Ninja and I season it, and we put in oil, and then we just air crisp it. And it tastes like fried chicken. And then we make some french fries in the air fryer, and you have chicken and fries and fried chicken and fries. It is so good, you guys. It's so easy, and like we get excited to eat this. And then you can have like corn on the side, you can have sauce on the side. We just actually got aioli, garlic aioli mayonnaise from Costco, if you guys know what that is. So good. So that's what I'm cooking. I want to know what you guys are going to be cooking tonight in the comments down below, because I love hearing what you guys cook. And then if you guys are on my Patreon, I do share with you guys a few recipes of mine here and there, what I put in it, like spell wise. You can put specific things in specific dishes for specific intentions. So I like to teach that too. And yeah, that was really fun. You need to invest in an air fryer. I mean, oh my goodness, Amina, it's a game changer. It's a life changer. Actually, this is embarrassing. Before I head out, this is embarrassing. But I just recently started using the dishwasher. I just learned how to use it. And oh my God, you guys, I have not ever used a dishwasher before. And it's insane. It's insane. It blew my mind because like the amount of water that you use obviously is lesser. And then also it smells really good. It's heat dried and you don't have to really do anything. After 30 years of life on this planet is when I used the dishwasher. And I'm really glad. And I'm glad to be like talking to you guys about it. I was about to head off, but the comment section seems really, really fun right now. I'm hearing such fabulous recipes and I'm just jealous. Oh, you guys, guess what I made yesterday? So yesterday I made a banana carrot bread. And I've never made it before. I'm used to making banana bread, but like we had like some ripe, really, really ripe bananas. And so my boyfriend froze them. And yesterday I pulled up a recipe for banana carrot cake. You guys, for libido, for fertility, for aphrodisiac, and for just harmony and good vibes, good energy, banana carrot cake is really, really good. and just drop a little piece of like a basil or a sage or a rosemary in there for harmony of relationships. It came out really good. I cooked it in my Ninja. If you guys know what the Ninja is, my mom actually gifted to me, but the cake took like 30 minutes and it was done. I might take a picture and put it on my Patreon. If you guys are my Patreons, you might see it. And dishwasher is foreign to me as well. Yeah, I didn't even know how to use it, what to put where. I was like an idiot. And then my boyfriend did it first, and then he kind of walked me along how to do it. I love all your tidbits of wisdom. Thank you, Sherry. I made a custard yesterday. It got clumpy, but I fixed it with milk and the Ninja. The Ninja is really nice, right? So in my videos, you guys can get my personal email address, okay? If you guys have Ninja recipes, go to my personal email address, and send that recipe to me with a picture of what you made because I want to know. I really want to know. I'm making shrimp, sausage, ground turkey, spaghetti with mozzarella cheese. Send me, King Cell, send me the recipe. You go my email, send me the recipe. I love tacos. Oh my God, food gets me really excited. I love food. I love trying new food. I love not all new food. I'm very picky, but at the same time, I love trying new food, but whatever I'm comfortable with. Is that weird? I love working. I love watching Mark Wiens on YouTube. Do you guys know Mark Wiens? And I love watching Best Ever Food Review Show. Oh my goodness. Every time I'm cooking, I love watching both of these. Someone bought me a Ganesh idol from India and I started hearing voices of women talking to me, but I don't understand what they were saying. What is that? Someone help, Charlene. I think for something like that, you would have to get like a personal reading done so that somebody, either me or another spiritual worker, can kind of just tap into the energy and see what that is. Because it could be an ancestor, it could be a spirit guide, it could be a deity, it could be Ganesh. Ganesh's mom is Parvati, so it could be Ganesh. Ganesh is very linked with Lakshmi. It could be Lakshmi. So it could be a lot of things. We have to tap into your specific energy. I have a big question. What do you use screw pine water for specific things with? I don't even know what that is. Screw pine water? Never heard of that. I know that you can use rusted nails to destroy a person and really mess somebody's life up and close all of their roads. So I know that rusted nails can do that. I don't know what screw pine nails are. We all love you. Thank you so much. Lionsgate portal opens tomorrow. I mean, even though I do these new moon, full moon videos on my channel, I don't follow my spell work exact to the T of these things. I like to pull the energy and know what the energy is because, of course, your spells can be more powerful. But I like to practice my spell work and rituals anytime, every time I need it. Even if it's not Jupiter hour, even if it's not full moon for releasing, even if it's not new moon for attracting, I don't care. My spirits will listen anytime, anywhere. And that's kind of how I've fed them to be with me. So I don't really follow these things, but I do know that the Lionsgate portal is very powerful. And this is a day where when this portal opens, it's very important for you to make sure that you know your goals, you know what you want in, like, just say even within the next week, the next 2 weeks, the next month, the next 6 months, just have one goal. The Lionsgate portal is asking you for that. It's like the Lionsgate portal is like this, right? In front of your face. What is it? What do you want with the next month? What do you want? And it's like all of these cells and atoms just waiting to manifest something, but they need you to be clear. So speak it, make it into a vision board. Um, I don't know how else do you manifest? Do a spell for it, but these cells are waiting. I watch Mark Wiens, the size of his neck scares me. He seems too fresh. That's so funny. My partner was also saying like he eats so much. How is he so skinny? It's so funny, Tomcat. No, not Tomcat. Slim D's. Ooh. Tomcat said screw pine water is made from panda flowers used in ceremonies. I've never heard of anything like that. It's very interesting, and that's something I probably will research. Um, is white candle good to burn with our speaking or gold? Is white candle good to burn with our speaking or gold? White candle is good for anything. Speak into it. You can add gold to it. You can speak that you want abundance of gold, golden abundance. That's good. Pandanus flower. Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's interesting. What is a good spell for money? I have a few on my channel. The best thing that I would recommend is gold candles, green candles. Burn them in your house. Put fenugreek in it. Fenugreek is like for me, number one herb to attract money. Cinnamon, nutmeg, catnip, rosemary, honey. Everything attracts sweet sugar. Sweeten it to you. Yeah. Hi, Christina. Would you recommend herbs crystals to build focus on one's vision and goals? Herbs and crystals, rosemary. When you want to focus on something, when you want to have a goal and you want to achieve it, anything you want to focus on, rosemary. Rosemary. This rosemary, white candles, Saraswati. Saraswati is the goddess of your mind and your focus. If you resonate with her, work with her. If not, I don't know if any other deity that is. Obatala. If you guys work with the Orishas, Obatala. How to do a spell for a house? Like to attract a new house? Attract a new house? You want to get yourself a brand new key. Okay, and you're gonna put that in a brown candle, and you're gonna light that brown candle with cinnamon, catnip, ginger. You're gonna light it with wormwood. You're gonna light it with mugwort. You're gonna light it with salt. But if you don't have a majority of these things, that's fine, as long as you have the brown candle, the key, and the cinnamon and the sugar. If you have the address of the house that you want to buy, write it in the candle or write it on a brown piece of paper bag, rip it, and roll it towards you and stick it in the candle. For me, in my experience, especially with me and with my clients, brown candles with cinnamon and a key works. You had roast beef over bread, gravy, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Oh, I love hearing you guys' dinners and like what you made. Oh, I love it. I'm like I love food. What's the best way to find out your career path should be? Geo. What do you like to do? Where in your life, what hobby, what passion, what field, what thing, what area, what aspect makes you feel alive? What makes you feel like, oh, this is fun? What makes you feel like I want to wake up today to do that? Like, what is that? For me, of course, it's tarot. It's everything I do. I love it. Of course, it freaking gets daunting at times, and sometimes it gets really, really frustrating because sometimes you're not having the best day, and you're like have to turn the camera on, ding, and be like, "Hey guys." But I try to be as honest and forthfront as I can be. And I feel like you guys always read my energy pretty well too. So, I feel like that's the best advice that I could give. And do you work with Indian goddess Kamadhenu. No, I've never heard of her. Interesting. I love learning new things about my own culture because growing up, it was just here and there little bits of information that I got, and now I'm like learning about it, studying it more and more, and just fascinating. Do you work with the Indian? Oh, I just read that. There are two different bay leaves. Yes, there are. There's the Indian bay leaf, which is what I sell. I work with the Indian bay leaf, of course. What like I'm Indian. And then there's the other one, which is the laurel bay leaf. I think that's what it's called. So there are two different types of bay leaves. You can burn either which one. Um, and yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna head out. Do you guys see my arms, my fingers? They're so red. Like if I don't know if you can see it, they're so hot. I'm one of those people, like my body, my legs, my fingers are always very, very cold. But lately, they've been extremely hot. Like my fingers never look like that. They look fully plump, fresh, healthy. Otherwise, I look like a dehydrated raisin. So it's interesting, but I do have an appointment. I made an appointment for myself just to get checked out, see like this is not normal for me to like be so warm in my body. So I want to also encourage you guys, like if there's something going on, make an appointment, because listen, our spiritual health has so much to do with our internal health. Sometimes, like, listen, um, let me give you an example of myself. The only thing I can do, I used to get frequent UTIs, right? UTI is your root chakra. So it was, you don't feel stable or secure in your environment, your home, your relationship, your finances, your career. And so your body starts to do things. Some people get UTI, some people would start to do it another way. But when your root chakra is off, it will start to show in your life. And for me, it'll show in my body. So for me, it was always like UTIs, recurring UTIs, frequent UTIs, and it was my root chakra. So keep an eye on your body. And like sometimes, I do work from home. And so I'm going to be really raw and honest with you guys right now. I do work from home. And so sometimes, my hair is so oily. Sometimes I will get really dehydrated, but I won't understand in for me that my body's dehydrated. It would just my body starts to feel like a vampire just sucked all the blood out of you, and then now you're just really thirsty, and you don't even know that you're thirsty. You just know that your heart's beating really, really fast. So you need to pay attention to your body. Like sometimes things happen, symptoms happen, heart beats fast, headaches, vision problems, dry mouth, whatever the symptoms may be. It's our bodies telling us something. So pay attention to it and get it checked out this entire week. If you guys want more in-depth reading of the week ahead, I'm going to have that on my Patreon, either today or tomorrow, Monday. I have it every single week. But yeah, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. This was fun.